Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. We are going to make Jesus Christ. We are going to be making another junk journal this week. I am Maddire memory maker. If you're new here, welcome. Join the excitement of craft and art. Okay, so in this video we are going to be making a Titanic themed junk journal, but it's gonna be a big one. Okay, it's gonna be a big boy. It's gonna be a nice sized Titanic themed journal because you know what, I don't care if nobody else likes it, I'm gonna like it. I love the Titanic. I just love the movie. I love that he does like sketches, sexy sketches of French girls. I just love that. I'm an artist, so I mean that's just my yeah. And it's Leonardo DiCaprio, like. So I had to show you guys this just before we start. You guys, this is the first junk journal I ever made. It is available for purchase on my Etsy store. And it is so beautiful. Now, this particular journal has inside so much gorgeous stuffs. So much gorgeous stuffs. So we have images from the Titanic. We have music paper. Oh. We have a lot of stenciled envelopes and tuck spots. There's lace in here, lots of little goodies, and I even have, let me see if I can, there's a leaf. Let me just quickly see if I can find it. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I have in this journal, I have hand sketched and hand drawn a lot of different little bits of art in here. So you have literally pieces of my art inside of this journal as well, already pre-drawn. How gorgeous is this? I really, really love this journal. It just sings to my heart, and I really, really hope it finds a good home. But it's the first one I ever made. This is the one that got me started. So beautiful. I've made so many freaking journals since this one, so have a look at my Etsy, guys. The truth is, I have so much more pieces of the Titanic and images from the book and the movie and all of that stuff, so I really want to make another Titanic themed junk journal. I can do that. It's going to be completely different from the one that I have. As you guys know, I only make one journal once. You know, it's very unique to you. Whatever journal you buy, nobody else in the world has that journal. So this one obviously is going to be so different. Let's head to the craft table and have a look at our new sized Titanic themed journal skeleton. It's huge. Well, it's definitely bigger than that one. Alrighty, now I did say this was going to be a big one, and it is. This is an old children's storybook, and it is freaking huge. Far bigger than A4. Let me see if I can show you guys. This is a standard A4 kind of size. So it's quite larger than that, but I think it's going to be perfect. Now, while I've just exposed myself a little bit, these are some of the images from a Titanic book that I had. How freaking cool. It actually has the director and all the cast stuff, but it also has really, really awesome images from the movie and things like that in it as well. So I was going to use these two as journaling cards. How freaking gorgeous is that? I love this image as well. It's going to be used in there. And then these are going to also be journaling cards. How sweet and romantic. And then this piece, obviously. Delish. I love that so much. So that is going to be a huge piece on the interior as well. And then there is this one, which I also really love. This is just a bit of the furniture and the set, which I don't really care that much for, but this image here, oh my gosh, stunning. So those are the images that we have to pretty much work with in terms of our interior. For the cover, I have this one, and I love it so much. I think it's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now let's go get face to face and pick out some fabrics that would go with this cover image. Okay, so now that we are face to face, let's go through all of this fabric and pick out what we're going to be using for this journal. Ooh, I love that. Okay, so for the cover, I was thinking, because her name is Rose, I have this. How gorgeous is that? Oh my goodness. And then for the interior, I thought I would use this fabric as well. How beautiful is that? I'm in love. Okay, so what I'm going to do first up is glue down this interior fabric and then layer the other one over the top. So let's just quickly do that so it's done and dusted and out the way. I've got my little studio gremlin coming and going, so if you guys can hear her in the background, that is why. Honestly, it's way past her bedtime, but she's refusing to go to sleep, so that's great. Love that. I'm thinking it's about 10 o'clock roughly at night. Oh, but you know, it is what it is, honestly. Lather this glue all over the place. Okay, and now we want to lay our fabric down. I might bring that a little bit higher. Ah, this is such a gorgeous fabric. I don't know about you guys, but I am in love. I love that so much. Honestly, we've been struggling with like a nighttime routine. My daughter just does not go to sleep without somebody else present. Which is like fair enough, right? I don't like going to sleep by myself either, but we'll get into a nice routine hopefully soon. Okay, now to do the edges and fold that over. Oh my god, that just looks so freaking amazing. I'm in love with that. Okay. So our edges are down. Now, I want to stick this down, but at the same time, it's not really a fabric that I will be able to put our cover image on. You know what I mean? Like, I love that this is the same color as her hair though. That looks really good. I want to stick this image down first and then like have this go over the top. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to manage that. Let me see how I go. So I'm just going to use my ruler and I'm going to use a pen to mark the line of how big the image is on the fabric and then try and cut it out. This never works for me. It never turns out the way I want it to. So, and then I'll obviously cover the edges with some lace trim just to make it look a little bit more smooth and a little bit nicer finished, but that's the idea anyway. Now I'm going to be cutting this fabric out. Oh, please work out for me. Holy dooly Julie. I'm nervous. Oh my god. Okay, so I've just glued up our cover image. Let's lay it down now in the correct position. You know what I find is so interesting about James Cameron? He's the director of the Titanic. He has gone down to see the Titanic, like in a submarine or whatever, and he's also gone to the deepest part of the Mariana Trench as well, and yet like somehow like survived. Like I think that's so interesting and also crazy. Like, does he have a death wish? Like, I just don't understand why anyone would want to actually go that deep. It's so tragic that that couple of people died in that Titanic exhibition in those, what's it called? Ocean Gate? That was like, everyone was literally paying attention to that and it was crazy. But at the same time, like, we're just not meant to go that deep, you know? It's just dangerous. But James Cameron did it and he survived. Maybe it's because he actually, you know, recreated the story. I don't know. All the ghosts of the Titanic spared his life. I don't know. But it's just so dangerous. I know other people have gone down to see it and whatnot, but still, like, I just don't really see the point in going down and seeing the Titanic. Like, what would be cool is like sending a drone down, like, you know, to have a look at the Titanic, if that's, you know, something you really want to do. But there's no point in actually doing the voyage because literally you're only going to see it through a little mini TV screen anyway. It's not like you can like get out and be like, oh my god, like I'm seeing the Titanic. Like, you're still watching it through a screen. So you might as well just like save yourself the potential death risk and implosion and watch it through a drone. Like, you know, that's why we have cool inventions like robots and technology. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'd love to know what you guys think. Would you want to see the Titanic in person? Like, is that really something that would be important? I don't know. I don't think so, but let me know what you guys think anyway. I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything like that because obviously people have died and that's a real tragedy. But at the same time, you know, you gotta be wise, I think, when you're playing around with dangerous things. Press you down. It's a little bit wonkered, a little bit Mick Jagger, you know, a little bit jagged, but that's okay. We can cover it with lace as well just to make it look a little bit nicer. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest. Okay, so that is now done. I've also gone and attached some eyelets on either side so we have like our closure. Hopefully you guys can sort of see that. Interior looks beautiful. The exterior is a work in progress. Now, I knew this would happen. Like, it was straight, but because fabric stretches, when you cut it, it just ended up being like a little bit off. But that's okay because this is the spine and we're going to cover the spine with like some beautiful lace or whatever. So that doesn't really matter. And I'm also going to add a trim lace around the edges here as well. So let me go through my craft box and see what I've got lace wise. Okay, so I've got this, like, it's like a very faint light pink, but it's also like a bit of a cream. I don't know how that's like being referred to on the camera, but I think that looks so pretty. And then I've got this, oh my god, so gorgeous. I was thinking of adding down the bottom here, and then in the center will be my signature wax seal. For the edge, I've got this, so I'm thinking something like that over the spine. Oh my god, this is so pretty. And then to cover this edge, I have this, which is so nice. It's got a nice thick bit of lace in the middle here. So that covers that line perfectly. That's what I'm thinking for the cover. Keeping it simple, keeping it sweet, keeping it elegant, because I don't want to cover up too much of this beautiful rose, I guess, you know, color, fabric, whatever. That's kind of like what I'm thinking. I also have this too, which I want to stick inside the journal somewhere. So pretty. So I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue that down and we'll be right back. Now, I know I don't usually add my wax seal now, but I just thought it would probably be best while it's flat and not got a whole bunch of pages and stuff in it. So let's do that just to finish off this cover. Get you on there. Yay! That'll do it, donkey, that'll do it. Oh, that looks really beautiful. I like this. Oh, that's so sweet. I really like that. Okay. Okie dokies, so my house is chaos right now. I have 5 little girls running around my lounge room right now, so it's very, very noisy, probably in the background. However, we have our interior. Now I added these massive pockets, these nice shorter pockets as well on the back, and I want to add this here. I love this so much. Such a beautiful sketch. And then it flips up, so it's going to be like this, and it's going to flip, and it's got more tuck spots on the back there. So let's glue this on here like so. That's where it's going to stay and where it's going to live. So I just need to get some trusty glue. This glue palette has seen better days, I tell you now. Just going to lather that on there. Now we want to get our picture, line up where we kind of want it to go. I want it to hang about there. Press, press, press. Dun, 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 dun. Now I've also made this little book here, which is going to go in the big pocket underneath this guy here. I just thought it was so beautiful. I love that. And then it's got the signature color or fabric that we have on the front cover of this journal, on this one as well. Some beautiful lace trim. It's just a normal exercise book, but I just thought, how freaking cute and gorgeous is that? So this guy flips up and this one goes in here. Beautiful. I love that so much. And that just goes over the top. Looking very, very nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is start sewing in my signatures. This is a 4 signature journal. I have pre-made my signatures. So I've got these beautiful ones, a nice pink one, botanical one, and another one of those painterly looking ones. There's all different size pages in here. It'd be a little bit easier to show you guys once it's actually sewn in, but there's poetry pages, novel pages, music pages, and I've actually categorized the music by songs to kind of fit the theme a little bit better too, which I'll show you guys as well a little bit later. But I'm in love, I'm in love. Okay, so let's sew some of these in and we'll do the last signature together. Okay, so the last signature now. These ones were honestly a pain in my backside. I think I'm gonna stop making a 4 or like, you know, big journals. I am just over them. They're so annoying to make at this size. It just, nothing freaking works, but you know, that's just me being a complainy girl. I don't know. I love this journal though. Like, I think it looks absolutely stunning, but oh, what a process. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna pull, oh shit, I'm gonna pull that through. And all the pages are different sizes, which looks really, really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I did this for a reason. It's all different sizes and it's all fun, but frickin' hell, when you're trying to organize your pages and thread your needles, it's the worst. Like, everything's gotta line up correctly, and if it doesn't, oh god. Okay, now down to, oh my god, I feel so unwell. So unwell. I am currently 32 weeks pregnant. So I got 8 weeks to go. I started seeing stars today, which sounds really strange. But like, I had like these little rainbow speckles all in my vision, like just like these little dots. It looked like stars, and I've been feeling like absolute shit today. So that's good. Even after eating food, I still feel like really, ooh, that went all the way through my lace. I do not want that to happen. I still feel unwell. Like, you know, usually if it's like your blood sugar or whatever, you just eat something sweet, like a bit of fruit or something, or, but not today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I will, because I'm trying not to be a sucker, but I might make a video on burnout, because that is how I feel like at the moment. I've been making journals like a crazy lady, trying to prepare for this baby and to have enough content for my channel while I'm, you know, enjoying my newborn. Things like that. So I've been hustling hard, and I'm starting to feel like really exhausted. I think in the last week I've made like 7 journals, and like that might not sound like a lot, but oh my god, it is a lot. Okay, like it's a lot of work. Especially when I have a 2.5-year-old and I'm very pregnant and all of that good stuff. So there's our signature sewn in. I'm in love. Beautiful. So yeah, let me see if I can, it says April showers. I almost blurred my words. Baby face. Let's go through. I'll read these to you quickly. I'm looking over a 4-leaf clover, right? And then it says smiles. So this is like the, you know, the cutesy phase when they're like, you know, at the very beginning. And then it's like more love because their romance, Rose and Jack's romance blooms. And it's just like a newspaper article. And then, well, that one's just music apparently. That one's just music. So, you know, they're just having fun. They're just living their lives. We go to the third signature. And it's like, gee whiz, you know, because that's when shit starts to go down in the Titanic. And then it's like, don't cry out loud. How sad, right? Because we all know what happens in the Titanic. Somebody that I used to love. Aww. Crying. And then it's just sad music, you know, just music. And then on the very last signature, obviously because she survived and she ended up, I guess, remarrying and all of that. She's just music. Just imagine it's sad music, okay? The Titanic music to be a little bit of Celine Dion. And you know, you just gotta take one day at a time when the love of your life sinks to the bottom of the ocean. Oh, how sad is that? And then, yeah, more music paper. So I just thought that the way I arranged the music paper, it kind of tells the story. And then gee whiz is like when they're sinking, you know what I mean? It's like, damn. Anyway, this is such a beautiful journal. Let's start filling it up. We have our beautiful mini notebook. We're gonna stick in the cover. I really hope you guys love this journal and I hope somebody collects it because it is such a stunning freaking book. I have a whole bunch of journaling cards from the Titanic film. Look at these. Oh, so gorgeous. I'm gonna cry. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. How beautiful. Okay, so we need to stick those in. I also have all of these gold-plated Jack cards. You know, because Jack, where are you, Jack? Because, you know, anyway. So there's that. I thought that would be cool. I've got these massive pink envelopes that I want to stick 2 per signature. And then I have a whole bunch more goodies to go inside that is just a bit of a random theme. Lots of fish. I don't know if I'm being mean. But there's lots of like sea creatures and but there's also beautiful stuff like birds and butterflies and all the feelings that you would have when you're young and in love, you know, before tragedy strikes. And then these awesome vintage, how cool is that? Journaling cards as well that I've made. So nice. But yeah, there's lots of like fish and octopus. Just because I'm a bit of a jokester, you know? Okay, so you guys probably can't see too well because it's a bit hard, but I stuck in some journaling cards down here. So that cover area is pretty much done now. I want to stick one of these guys on the front here, just like it is. I'm going to leave that envelope blank because you can just put other stuff in it. I think that looks nice for the cover page especially. I also have this awesome bookmark that I put together as well. So, thinking I might stick him there. Like that. So we've got our bookmark now in there. Let's go to the very, very back and fill up our pockets. So beautiful. Actually, I don't really have... I might just do that for the back. Might do that for the back. This says future Mr. and Mrs., which is really sad because they never got married. Oh, I'm so mean. I'm awful, aren't I? Look at me go. Alright, let's just start sticking stuff places and see how we go. Stick that one there. This is a massive big engagement card. Stick that over the edge here. They can get engaged in her dreams. Stick this little card on the side here. Put you down the bottom here. Her mother is awful. I don't know. I guess it's just the times though. Let's stick that on top of our envelope because why not? We've got this. We'll stick here. I might put this nice little flower down the bottom. I think it's like a water lily or something. I think that's really pretty. It looks nice on this page. Let's stick this one like that. I'll stick those there. This one can go there. Put that one on the back. Put this guy over the top with a paper clip as well. This bird is freaking humongous. I don't even know how I would get it to go in. Maybe if I put him up the top here. Whoop. So we got a massive bird there. This one, maybe that can go there. A little fishy. We'll stick this one. Maybe this as well. Stick that there. It looks really nice. Maybe we could stick this little castle piece behind here. Fishy in a castle. I love that. That looks so pretty. There's this beautiful cat, which I love. Stick that one there. Poke this on the back. Maybe that can go there. Stick our massive octopus right there. Maybe a kitty. Stick the kitty cat there. Go back to this side. Stick something else. You can put this landscape. Got another birdie we could put in. We have a huge octopus there now. Let's stick this butterfly on here. I like that. That's really pretty. Another one of you. Another fishy down the bottom. Put this fishy down the bottom. Maybe we can stick our octopus, another octopus on the side here. To the center here, we'll stick another octopus. Apparently I have a lot of these to stick in. I've got some blank little white papers. Maybe we could stick this guy here. And then we're back to the front. Let's open this up again and just poke these last two. You guys won't be able to see this, but I'll just poke those up there. Okay. Holy dooly Julie, that is a solid journal. We'll just poke that maybe there. I don't know. Ta-da! Holy dooly, look at that. That is massive and it's so beautiful as well. I absolutely love this journal. My house sounds like it's about to fall apart because my husband's boxing and like I said earlier, we have those 5 girls in the lounge room running around like crazy. Oh no, the journal doesn't want to close. Oh, Shiza. What do we do? Do we just close it anyway? We'll just tie it up. This can be a really hectic journal for somebody. It's honestly the most gorgeous journal. Damn. Okay, well, I don't want to take anything out, so let's just get some lace into this closure and tie her off and say our goodbyes. Okay, so I've decided to go with this beautiful blue lace. It is honestly stunning. I think it just adds a really nice contrast with the reds and the pinks, and also the cover, the fact that it's a bit of a dark blue as well. It just looks so nice. So let's organize this. So it's going to be like a double closure. Ooh, oh my god, that looks so pretty. So let's tie this off now. God, that background noise must sound crazy on camera because it's so loud. I don't know why my husband decided to do this right now when he knows I'm filming, but anyway, it is what it is. Ah, that is so stunning. I'm in love. What a solid chunky book. Ah, this is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's say goodbye. We are finished. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am so happy. Like I said, it's a biggin, isn't it? Like, this is a really chonky, massive journal. I am absolutely in love because I love the Titanic. Now, let me show you guys a size comparison between the very first Twilight, what the fuck am I saying? Titanic journal that I ever made. So just for reference, this book is really hard to hold. This is the size comparison, so the difference is quite a lot. Ding, ding, ding. But anywho, this is obviously quite a little bit bigger than A4. The pages that we stuck inside are A4, but the actual cover itself is bigger than that, obviously, as you guys can see there. I love this journal. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to purchase this journal for yourself as a little treat, please head to the description box below for the relevant links there. I really hope you guys enjoyed this creation process. I definitely did. I'm so happy that this is now done, ticked off the list of things to do. So slowly but surely getting through my journal making schedule, which has been honestly freaking chaos. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so, and don't forget to hit that bell icon as well so you stay up to date with all of my uploads. If you would like to support my content creation, you can also become a patron on Patreon. The link will also be in the description for that. You'll get to see sneak peeks of what I'm actually working on as of right now. And there's 2 tiers, so there's $1 a month tier, which is just general support, sneak peeks, and then another tier that gets your name in the credits of my videos for $5 a month. So if that is something you would like to do to help contribute even for a little bit in my journal making and content creation process, that is highly appreciated. Mwah. Until next time, guys, I love you guys so much. Bye. I'm lost for words, I'm exhausted, and oh my god. I am happy with this though. Don't get it. I love Celine Dion. That's like my go-to like karaoke song.